A new study has exposed a fishy little secret that may have you thinking twice next time you order that bluefin tuna. The conservation group Oceana reports as much as 1/3 of all the seafood in the U.S. is mislabeled, according to FDA guidelines. DNA testing of seafood samples collected from more than 600 restaurants and supermarkets in 21 states showed that cheaper, less desirable types of fish are often passed off as the more expensive types like grouper, cod, and snapper fish. The worst culprit? Sushi restaurants, with 74% serving the wrong menu item. Grocery stores, on the other hand, proved to be the most reliable, with a mere 18% doling out mislabeled fish from behind the counter. Snapper, salmon, swordfish, same species, right? The study suggests unknowingly eating the wrong fish can actually be quite the detriment to your health. The study, for example, identified several fish, including king mackerel and tilefish, which were sold to consumers who believed they were getting red snapper and halibut. Both tilefish and king mackerel contain mercury levels so high the FDA advises pregnant women and children not to eat them. The study's chief author told the New York Times part of the problem is that it's hard to decipher between the appearance of most fish species. Even a relatively educated consumer couldn't look at a whole fish and say, "I'm sure that's a red snapper and not a lane snapper." So how are these fishy fakes swimming by regulators? The Washington Post points out the FDA tests less than 1% of U.S. sold seafood for fraud, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration doesn't have the resources to spare for testing of its own. Oceana does not list the names of the restaurants or stores that serve the fraudulent fish because it's unclear where the mislabeling began: the wholesaler, the retailer, or on the fishing boats themselves. On the bright side, only 7% of salmon was mislabeled. Buyer beware, as they say. For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs. Multiple sources, a broader view.